Because you hear all those birds. I'm really too sad to tell you this. Birds aren't real. Yep, I'm right, Goose. Birds aren't real. I'm serious. Because the reason why I'm telling you this, I know you guys are probably shocked out of your mind because what I just told you about that birds aren't real. Because what they used to make the bird noises is pretty much just fake noises that no one heard of. It was in the 1970s. Let me tell you information about this so you can actually believe that birds aren't real. I saw videos about this always, even YouTube Shorts, and TikTok's good. And YouTube Shorts barely even talk about weird stuff like this. Because they're telling the truth then, if I'm right about YouTube Shorts. It's because the noises that they come from is from the government. So because look, watch. Because look, see? So because they're all, because I'm going to tell you why they always chirp, since they're fake. Because the reason is because it's pretty much because they want to get attention, Goose. Like, they want to get attention. I believe the government is not Governor Wolf that made it happen. It's a different government that isn't Governor Wolf. If you want to know which government it was. I don't remember the name because I do know it's not Governor Wolf. If you know who Governor Wolf is. Because all those birds say this to sing about. The birds that live in Pennsylvania. They're all trying to get attention, Goose. You should know this by now. People on YouTube are all searching about it. It started when COVID-19 started. Okay, Goose? This is way sad news for me. I just learned it today. It wasn't that stupid school when I learned it. So no one heard about that stupid school. Only in the morning I watched it because I was searching up birds and then it just came up this YouTube short saying that birds aren't even real. And then when I got out of the YouTube short, something bad happened. A whole video about saying birds are not real. And I was shocked out of my mind because it was a whole freaking video about a goose. And if you guys saw it, you would be surprised as well, just like me when I saw it after I was done clicking to get a white button from to get out of the YouTube short, Goose. So Goose, what is really inside the bird that makes it fly is drones. Because if you want to know, because there's actually something that flaps that is connected to the wing. No, it's just connected to the wing and the drone. Because there's also security cameras in the eyes. Because it sounds like a good spot for them to be on. Because all those birds, because I already saw them flying. I bet it saw me. Because I bet it saw me looking at there. And because there's a little camera right there. Because that's where I'm putting my finger out. Look, see? Because I need to cover it. Because not when I'm doing videos. Because I don't want the governor to see what I'm doing. Because all of these birds, they are real. No, not real, man. A lot of them aren't real. Some are, some aren't. The only ones that aren't real are the ones that can't fly, like penguins and stuff, Goose. Because what I'm talking about is that birds just aren't real. I know it sounds insane just to think about that birds aren't real, because it pretty much is true that birds aren't real. Because always when I'm still and a bird, like when I'm trying to catch a bird, like I told you that every single day, I pretty much always want to go outside when it's nice out and I try to catch birds because goes, I was still once. I wasn't doing a video. I was still. It goes, the bird. It goes, look. It goes, I was over here. I'm pretty much always over here when there's a bird. So it goes, look, watch. So it goes, the bird was right here. Look, up in this branch. That branch. It wasn't even that high. And goes, if I was moving, it would go away. And goes, look, I was right here. And goes, I looked. The bird was staring at me. And it never stopped. Only when I moved, it went away. So they can take a closer look at me so they can zoom in their little cameras in their eyes. I know that makes... So goes, I don't know if your skin is crying right now because you don't know what they're doing in the dark when it's nighttime. You don't know what they're doing. they might be having a meeting. Like, goes, I know, barn swallows. It is insane just to think about it. If you live at a farm, just tell me in the comment section below. If you even have a TV, I doubt you do. It goes, it's because farmlands barely have any control over, like, lightning, fire, sometimes fire, because not all the time, so electricity, and goes, there's electricity in them. And goes, I know to you, that does not make sense, because people, if you ask someone, like if you're at stupid school, and there's 2 people at my stupid school, and I asked them if they watch TV, and they said never, only at a friend's house, goes, that was not at a farm. And so that makes sense, because, it doesn't really make sense about the bird part about the goose, because I'm telling you, the truth, they make nests, and goose, I know, I thought about it, I just thought about goose, if they lay an egg, they stay in there until they're ready to pop out of the bird's butt. And goose, I know it kind of sounds funny that, like, a bird only gets burst in the butt. Because that makes sense, because people have it from their stomach. Because other animals do that too. Because it doesn't mean that other animals are not real. What? Goose. The reason why I put on the videos, I had to tell my mom something. Because it doesn't mean other animals are not real. They are. Because, I don't know, Goose. It's just, I always thought that birds were real. Because now I just figured that they're not. Because, are you guys thinking about the fur? Because let me know in the comments below right now. Because I want to know. Let me know if this video's not live. Because still, I know you guys are just probably going to put that in the comment section below. Because pretty much, the fur. Because that is furs from stuffed animals, Goose. They're feathers and all. Because they use feathers in all the stuffed animals you see, Goose, and touch. Because they just put them together. Because if they want, in the first time to make a bird, well, Goose, they snapped the feathers into pieces. And it looked so good. The best shaped ever for a bird's feather. And a bird's wing. Because it was so good that they just decided, yep, we're snapping it right onto the wing. And all the parts of the bird so it would look pretty. Because they just want to make it so little cute. And because it always just think, no one's going to notice that they're not real. And Goose, then this happens. Come on, Goose. They can't be stupid like that. Goose, and people say they have pet birds. What is wrong with you people? Yes. Yeah. Because what is wrong with you people? Because let me know in the comments below if you guys have a bird for a pet. Get rid of it, Goose. Put it back in the wild. Or Goose, maybe return it back. I'm going to stop over there. Goose, Goose, even if you got the bird from the pet store, just put it back. Or maybe return it if you wanted to, Goose. So, Goose, that means since they are served in the pet store, they work for the government. So, Goose, when you're always there, the people that work there are watching you. And there's security cameras everywhere. And Goose, even parrots talk. And the reason why they talk is the government wanted them to. Because it was a recorded voice from someone that works there. And Goose, they wanted to talk. And Goose, they want to make them talk about that we're watching you. Like, Goose, we're watching you. Like, Goose, someone like that. Because I know, it's way too creepy just to think about that birds are not real. Birds aren't real! I'll see you soon, bye, Goose. Just remember that for the rest of your life, Goose. So we'll stay that way forever.